because like we could do the man and woman part, but a man could only do the man part.
Look at your face. Look at your face. You know that didn't make sense. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy RJ, and today we're going to be checking out a video by It's Complicated. Go check out his channel after you finish watching this video. Link is in the description. Let's get into the video.
What is the difference between masculine and feminine energy?
I feel like feminine energy is like, just, you know, it relates back to like, I feel like old times, like womanish roles and like the feminine energy that go along with that. Like men should, in my opinion, men should open the door and just like feminine energy, and masculine energy is more of like the, not in control, but just like the leader of the relationship, in my opinion. So
Being a leader is the same thing as being in control. You can't be a leader and not be in control. Then you're not leading anything if you're not in control. That's not your responsibility if you're not in control.
I would say bravado. It's like taking leadership in a role, being in charge of situations. And then feminine energy, I would say it's more like, not entirely, but being more submissive, being led.
Not quite aggressive, but more like go-gettery. Whereas feminine energy tends to always be seen as a more caretakery.
I don't know, I feel like super safe and a little bit more like,
Yeah, I feel safer
confident.
around masculinity.
Masculine energy.
Femininity is more like happy.
We're happier.
Does a man have to be masculine in order to attract a woman?
for me, yes. Yes.
Does a woman need to be feminine in order to attract a man?
Yes, for me, yes.
Do you think women are more attracted to masculine or feminine men?
I believe more masculine.
You just feel safe.
I feel
like,
safe.
honestly, and it's just hot.
It's hot.
That he's able to like care for me and like protect me when we're out in public.
He's a provider. He can take care of me, also put in that assertiveness. That's what I like about the masculine energy.
It's our job as men to lead the people that we care about. That is the responsibility that we were born into this world with. Whether you believe in God or not, whatever the case, if you're a man, your job is to lead the people that you care about, or grow into a leader so people can feel comfortable following you into the unknown world that we have that surrounds us. If you are not in a position as a man to do that, the last thing you need to be worried about is chasing these women. Because guess what? You might get them, but you can't keep them because you can't fulfill that role. And that's something that I stress so much to the people that watch this channel. Build, build, build. And in the process of you building, the right one will come at the right time. Or you will know when it's your time to, okay, let me start stepping out here and figuring out which women I want to start courting and seeing who's wife material, who's not. Maybe you might want to be a bachelor for a little bit because you don't want the responsibility. You just want the fun of it. Whatever it is, build, build, build. No matter if you sad, no matter if you happy, no matter if you broke, no matter if you got money, keep on building. Don't ever let that energy and fire within be relinquished and extinguished. Continue to grow, continue to build. That's your responsibility as a man.
And what's attractive about a man in touch with his femininity?
I feel like they're less likely to see things like me being a breadwinner more as a threat, and they're more likely to see it as like a positive thing and celebrate my success.
I think since it's like so looked down upon, it's like cool to see guys who are in touch with such like feminine parts about themselves.
Why is that?
I don't know, because you just don't see it as an everyday thing. So once you see it, it's just like, okay, you know, he's not scared to go out of his comfort zone for something that's not normalized in this social society.
I would rather my man be a little bit more feminine or sensitive in that tone. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like to use feminine and masculine because I just feel like people should just be who they are. You know what I'm saying? If you're soft, if you're gentle, if you're loving, then it is what it is. And if you go by rough love or tough love or anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody's out there with tough skin for you.
At what point does masculinity become toxic masculinity?
If they're too demanding,
Arrogant.
overwhelming,
Yeah.
egotistical.
I feel like when they're taking over the relationship and it's like unbalanced energy, that's what it is. For me.
Yeah, for sure. When it becomes unbalanced and they use that masculine energy as power over you and they become controlling.
I feel like it's when they let that masculinity become their only personality trait and they almost feel disgusted with doing anything that may be considered more feminine.
If men had the space.
They're saying this, but they're still going to go chase the guys that are egotistical as fuck, that are assholes, that won't even give them attention. That's how women are, because guess what? Men will chase you, but women really chase the men that they want. Look at the celebrities. Look at A-list male celebrities. When they show up to different events, who's out there screaming their name? Women. When you see a female actor or A-list celebrity pull up somewhere, who's out there screaming there? You don't see men out there, oh my God, oh my God, it's Halle Berry, let me touch you. Men don't operate like that. Even if I'm around a high status guy or a high status woman, I'ma still hold my bearing as a man. Women, y'all chase too. And at the end of the day, y'all say y'all want to be chased or whatever the case may be. Y'all want to be worshipped. But the guys that do that, y'all don't respect them. Y'all don't respect them even in a little bit. Y'all respect the guys that's out there living their own lives that could care less if you're in his life or not. It is what it is. And I think that is the right way, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to live my existence for a woman. If she decides to enter in my world and live in my world with me, bet. Let's do it. Let's conquer the world together. But I'm not going to be distraught and bothered all the time, wondering what you doing, trying to figure you out all the time, because I got other things to worry about. Guess what? I got to build this house over here. You just going to come stay in it with me. And that's how it is, and that's how it should be.
To really be themselves and not be pressured into thinking that they're gay or soft or, whatever it may be. I feel like if we didn't have that type of thought about men being gay or anything, then men would be more softer, they would be more in tune with their feelings, and they would be just better people.
That's totally false. They don't understand that, okay, the gay conversation is one thing in itself. I'm not even going to dive into that because I'm not trying to get canceled. But on the other hand, in a man's world, we live in a very physically taxing world. When I meet a guy and I don't know him, he's a stranger to me, and right off the gate, I'm coming with respect. At the end of the day, I know if I don't give this man respect and I disrespect him, it could lead to violence. And guess what? If it's a fight between me and you and our lives are on the line, I'm going to fight to the end of my life, and he going to fight to the end of his life. And that is what it is. And one of us ain't going to come out this fight. So we understand that we have to be tough. We have to be hard. Look at the animals in nature. Look at the males. The males get busy. They ain't got time to be soft. They ain't got time to be worrying about, the lion worried about, are the women taken care of? How are your emotions doing? Are y'all on y'all period? No, they don't got time to be worried about that, because soon as dude that's 3 kilometers away pull up into the territory, he starts spraying and I smell him. Hold on, who in my territory right now? And it's time to get active, because guess what? He gonna kill me about this. So I gotta kill him about this. And the only way to be that way, you have to be hard in our exterior. And the thing with that is, it's natural to us. We don't feel sad or ashamed that we have to be hard all the time. That's how God built us to be. That's how we were born in this world to be. We were born in this world to be conquerors. We weren't born in this world to be teddy bears. Now, we have that side of us that we show to our women, but at the end of the day, that's not what defines us. What defines us is how we conquer. That defines us.
Do you think toxic masculinity is more likely to come from an alpha or beta male?
Alpha.
I think it can come from both, honestly. Maybe probably a beta.
Definitely
Maybe
a
alpha.
beta.
I don't
know exactly. I don't know.
More likely a beta.
What is the difference between alpha and beta males?
I think alpha is someone who would kind of be considered a leader. And I think a lot of the time that carries like a bad rep, but I don't personally think that it is. So.
Can toxic masculinity exist without toxic femininity?
No, they go hand in hand.
So then why don't we just call it toxic behavior?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I see.
It's definitely it's just toxic behavior on both halves.
I see you, my boy.
What does toxic femininity look like?
You girls know. You know what you do. I'm just saying. You know, there's like, girls know what they're doing. Like, if you ever think that a girl is innocent, you're probably wrong. Like, she knows what she's doing.
Bitchiness, for sure.
For sure.
So then why are there some women who are proud of being bitches?
Great question.
I have no idea.
I would say I kind of am one of those girls.
So you're toxically feminine.
Yeah, we're
I'd
toxic.
say it's definitely helped me in the world. I'd say I used to let men walk all over me, and now being a bitch to men has definitely helped me like put them in their place and be able to show them that like I am an equal partner, you know?
Do you see how women adapt male traits and think that it's okay and think that that's how they're supposed to be? This doesn't come natural to them, y'all, at all. This does not come natural to women being like this, being bitchy. It doesn't come natural. That's a learned behavior. It's an adaptive behavior because a lot of the times they are not mentally prepared to go through the war that you have to go through in life. And so especially if women are protected from men, their war is a lot more traumatic to them. So they develop this type of male aura that comes off as bitchy because it's not supposed to even be on them in any way, shape, or form. They're supposed to be soft. They're supposed to be nice. They're supposed to be, cute, all that thing. That's how God made women. That's how women were born into this world. But when they start developing these bitchy behaviors, these more masculine type of behaviors, it's immediately a turn off for most guys, because why would we choose you? Why would we choose that behavior? So you thinking that you're going to meet a guy, right? And you're very bitchy to him and you're going to keep him? No, because guess what? You're not understanding that there's a woman in his phone somewhere that's super nice, that's super cool. So every time you're talking to her, she make him feel at home. Whereas when I'm talking to you, you make me feel stressed out all the time. You give me headaches. You make me feel like I have to go to war with you constantly, and I'm going to war with the world, so why would I go to war with my girl? Bars. Why would I choose you? There's no reason for me to choose you. It's so many, I don't think a lot of women understand that there are so many women out here that fit that box of a feminine, traditional woman. They don't understand that when a guy sees that, just like how you see a guy, you got a guy you talking to, and then tomorrow you meet a guy that's a little cuter. He might got a little bit more money. He might be a little funnier. And now you second guessing yourself like, is this really the guy I want to be with? Because this dude over here, he cuter, he funnier. And men do the same thing. We are constantly evaluating and analyzing who we're choosing to spend our time with. And if you turn out to be the lesser of the fit for me, guess what? I'm gonna go to the woman that checks all those boxes for me, even if she don't check everything.
Why would you have to be a bitch in order to show men that you're an equal partner?
I guess it's the type of men that I go for.
Well, I'm saying, isn't there a difference between having healthy boundaries and just having a bad attitude?
Yes, there's definitely a difference for sure.
For me, bitchiness is more about being assertive.
Yeah.
Why is there so much media attention exposing the flawed nature and behavior of men, but not also the flawed nature and behavior of women?
Because in this day of age, women like to be victims. I am a strong believer in that, and I feel bad for a lot of guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's all about how you talk to any girl and she'll say her ex is a narcissist. Not every guy walking this earth is a narcissist. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in that.
I would say maybe that has to do with the algorithm in your phone or what you're searching up or what they promote to you.
Big facts.
When I go on my YouTube, I see a lot of that. A lot of downplaying men, a lot of downplaying what we do or what we provide, a lot of trying to uplift women. Not to say that they shouldn't be uplifted, but it's kind of, to me, it's a matter of why are we bringing men down and not uplifting men just like we're uplifting women.
Are women more attracted to nice guys or bad boys?
Bad boys.
Bad boys, bad boys.
Bad boys.
So then why should men care
No,
about
she
what
don't even
women
want
want?
to admit it.
They shouldn't, but it's just like women care about what men want. Like
We do.
No one should.
I'm going to just keep it short and sweet. If you want to learn how to fish, go to the fisherman.
Care, but we do. It's just human nature.
Men need women, women need men.
If men and women needed each other, why do gay people exist?
Okay, aside from that.
Okay, yeah, apart from that.
Why do women complain about toxic masculinity when women enable that behavior by choosing to date bad boys?
Oh,
Again, victimizing themselves.
That's
guys
all
just
he had to
love
say.
being the
Great
victim.
question.
I couldn't even
Great
say,
question.
man. Like, you guys are perpetuating that stuff, you know? Like, you choose to be with this guy that's gonna fuck on other females, excuse my language, or go do some other stuff behind your backs, be cheating on you and stuff. Then you got the nice guy over here, and you don't give him no opportunity, and then eventually that turns him into that. Now he's looking at it like, all right, for me to even compete, I gotta treat you like that.
Women often are really, really insecure. Like, we like to project our insecurity. So a lot of the time, the loudest and proudest girl out there is definitely the one that has, some mental issues and insecurities. That's what I'd say.
Why is it when a woman doesn't have a man, she often has to take on a masculine role, but when a man doesn't have a woman, he doesn't necessarily have to take on a feminine role?
Ooh. That's too good a question for me to answer personally.
I just think women are more apt to be more manly than.
Real quick, let me speak on the lady with the tattoos on her face, the gauges in her ear, the gauge in her lip. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But if you doing all that to your body, at least have some substance.
And independent.
It's okay for a woman to be more manly than it is for a man to be feminine.
Yeah.
I think. I just feel like people think that, even though it
That's
shouldn't be
natural.
true.
That's a normal thing for us, is to go through hardships, to earn your scars and to earn your pain. And then from that, you become the man that you are. And then with women, it's not necessarily the same thing. You can be independent and then work on yourself and stuff, but you usually develop, again, those same scars. And then that puts a coating on you. And then that makes it more difficult when you try and get into a relationship, because now you feel like you have to do this stuff for yourself instead of being able to let the person you'll be with do it for you.
When a woman doesn't have a man to take care of her and provide for her, she has to do it for herself, and that's considered being more masculine.
Well, wouldn't that prove that masculinity is more essential for survival than femininity?
Ooh, fuck.
Think about it.
I had never thought about that, so it's all right.
And if that's true, why is masculinity seen as toxic?
Masculinity is vital for society to continue existing.
Keep it real.
Wouldn't that mean
Keep
that
it
the
real.
man couldn't survive without the woman, though? Because we could do the man and woman part, but a man could only do the man part.
Look at your face. Look at your face. You know that didn't make sense. You could see it all. Look. Did I make sense? Did that make sense? And you know it didn't make sense. So the man can only do the man part, but the woman can be the man and the woman. Okay, get on that front line. Yeah. Go kick that door in when your next door neighbor house burning down. Yeah. Do that. Go when the sewer floods and we need bodies to get in that sewer and dig that crap out. Get in that sewer and do it. When it's trash day, it's time to pick up everybody's shit. Excuse my language, YouTube. Go and lift those heavy garbage cans and dump them into the trash truck. Do it. Look at your face.
Well, right, but I'm just saying the man doesn't necessarily have to take on a more feminine role because he can survive doing the man part and just stay that way.
They could survive, but they're not doing too well.
They're not doing too hot.
Have you seen a single man's apartment? I have many times.
Men are, it's a fact, it's a known fact, men are physically more capable than women. They are stronger. So I think some of the roles that come not only in dating but also marriage, like things that happen around the house, you know, if the toilet breaks, I'm not fixing it. Like I hope a man does. No offense. I will definitely do the cleaning because that's just, I don't know. You're probably asking the wrong person about this.
Nah, you're the right
Why do
one.
women
Trust
often
me.
attack a man's masculinity when they don't get what they want?
I think that's an insecurity thing. Like, all right, you're not gonna bend to my will, or I'm gonna attack this about you. But I feel like both genders do that. So,
Isn't that hitting below the belt?
yes.
A lot of the time when we think about men who are masculine, it's just them being, it's like them knowing who they are. And I feel like if you're insecure and you're around, even in friendships, like if you're around someone who's so strong in who they are, like you're definitely going to be threatened by that. And so that's probably why a lot of females like attack men for that, I'd say.
Who do you think cares more about masculinity, men or women?
I definitely think it's men, 100%. I do feel like women, there are a lot of women that help them, but I do feel like men, you know, like I said, you know, about social construct and everything, I feel like society is more harder on men, and so that makes them want to be more masculine or prove to themselves, to other men, that they're more manly. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think women. I think women are always targeting men, whether it's in a bad way or a good way. We're always like attacking them for anything they do. I feel like in this generation, there's no winning.
So would you say that men are conditioned by other men to act a certain way?
I feel like men are conditioned by society, men and women, to act that way.
I think that goes along with anybody. I think that can be a women thing too. But I think a lot of the time women are expected to be super independent. Women are pushed to go to college and be super, like, not that it's wrong. I think that if you want to do that, go ahead. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to raise a family and stay home. And same thing with the guy. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be the breadwinner of the family. So
how do you think we can fix that?
Well, we need to have more conversations. That's one thing. It needs to be more topics like this. We need to be able to, like, I want to say, mind your own damn business. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Why is our society constantly inflating women's egos to the point of delusional while simultaneously deflating and demoralizing men's egos to the point of suicidal?
Because if you keep women in this state of delusion, then guess what? Their money is just going to fly out of their wallets, out of their purses. It's just going to fly. Because that's what they're doing. They're just flying through life, just flying and off in the wind like a fairy. That's how they live. They're not living and paying attention to reality and what's really going on. They think that they can have their cake and eat it too. And that's just not how reality works, because one day there will be a great wall like the one in China, and you're going to be running and flying in the wind. You're going to go straight into that wall, and it just is what it is. There's no way to avoid it. I don't care how much money you obtain in your lifetime. I don't care how attractive you are. I don't care about none of those things that you think will help you avoid that wall, because guess what? It is there, and it's waiting on you, and it's up to you to make the right decisions before you reach it. We're going to end the video here. It's your boy RJ. Like I said, go check It's Complicated's channel out in the description box below. Go ahead and like the video. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the answers we just heard in the video. Also, if you enjoy content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. When you do, click that all notification bell button so you're notified when I drop these banger videos. It's your boy RJ. I'ma catch you on the next one. Deuces, you do.